Hey guys, we are just setting up.
Getting ready to rock and roll with the rockstar crew.
Did you adjust this, babe?
I've touched it. This is wonky. Right, extend the back one up. That's it.
There we go. Right. Publish. Live.
Boogie on down. This ain't no radio show, this is a disco. Are we live on that one as well? So we've got live on you guys and we got live on this guy, so you're not going to miss it whatever you do. We're here for you.
So I'll talk for usually about 5 minutes, so you don't have to worry. You can do what, honestly, do what you want. I'll tell you and everything.
Groovingtons. Hey guys.
Hey Trish.
Good dad dancing, Barry.
You can't beat your dad dancing. That's why it's so good, because dads are cool.
We've had some right tunes, haven't we? Wait, we need to get that camera right. Hi!
You want minutes?
Your one's not working. It's not flipping it.
Turn it off, start again.
Connection is weak. We're just trying to get Baz's phone set up, but his phone's just pants. How do you change pages on yours? Oh, yeah.
20 seconds. We're live!
Hey!
We are live, baby!
Huh? It is Wednesday, the 26th of October, 1 o'clock. Listen, enjoy, and let the magic begin!
You can't dance as toffee, man.
Interesting. This is slower than you. So I'm watching you and I'm like, she's not doing that. She's not
always a
doing
little
that.
bit behind. Are we alright to talk?
Yeah, Chris,
Oh, cool.
talk about that.
Oh, cool. It's always a little bit behind our the Facebook Live.
Yeah.
No, I said, look, wait.
Look.
So
Hilarious.
Hey guys, how you doing? Who have we got? We've got Sade, we've got Alex. Alex, what's who?
Mr. Miles is here in the
Alex,
house.
we do need some dance lessons.
And Jess E.
From Germany. Hey Jess,
Hey,
how's it going? It's so good to
German's
see you.
in the
I
house.
hope Andre's okay. You guys are all
We
good.
found love in a hopeless place.
So I'm going to bring this a bit closer. There we go.
It's
Just
very
really
strange.
I like to touch. I
keep
fiddle. I'm a fiddler.
I'll say
Fiddly
fiddle.
foo.
She's a fiddler.
So guys, where are you listening? Are you listening through us here? Are you listening channelradio.co.uk?
Or are you listening through
Or
here?
are you listening through here? Where are you listening? Alex, live from Mallorca on my sunbed. Oh, that's
lucky
cool.
devil,
We've got
you.
people from Mallorca and we've got people from Germany, Bird.
Is she gonna swear?
Excellent.
Welcome to the conversation. My name is Sarah Ann Lucas, but please call me Bird. I'm a businesswoman, Iron Man, mama to 3 extraordinary little big people, and what a story I've got to tell you today about one of them. And each week we bring you here at Channel Radio the most inspiring people to support you in shining bright every day. So today I have on the conversation Rock Solid, who are also known to me more than anything as Laura and Barry Ash. Now they are fit mind coaches, and they help people not only get fit with their body but also with their mind. They support you with motivational eating, sabotage, fears, lack of motivation, plateaus. I'm not even going to carry on with anymore, and I can't wait for me to introduce you to them shortly. But as always, I just want to catch you up from last week. So we had the beautiful, I love her dearly, Rachel O'Brien, and Rachel couldn't believe how quick the hour had gone. So much so, and it's going to be exactly the same today as well. I think we're probably going to have to make this a little bit longer of a show. So many of you have also commented to me about how wonderful to hear the woman behind the brand. In fact, the woman rather than the brand, I would say. So it's beautiful to hear her loves, her loss, and her successes. And she was like, I didn't say that, I didn't say that. And actually, what did I say to that? So as always, and if you ever listen back to yourself, I do this more and more now. I like listening back to myself so that I can tweak it, so that maybe I can go a little bit deeper. How can I give you the best that I possibly can? So she brought so much fun last week, and as I said, the time flew. And here's the funniest thing. She brought gifts and flowers. That's Rock Solid are like looking at me like their faces are. So if you're on live, if you're on Rock Solid's live, they're actually live the whole hour. So go on to, what are you on live there?
We're on Rock Solid, which is our business page,
Yeah.
and also find me, Laura Ash.
Okay.
And come and watch us.
You weren't supposed to speak to her then, but I just thought it was quicker than me going, what's this? What's that? So she actually bought in gifts and flowers. Now here's a funny story about gifts and flowers. I say this all the time, it's hilarious. I have told my children about gifts and flowers. Laura, you'll go with me with gifts and flowers. It's not difficult, is it? We're not difficult. You men think we're difficult, us women. We're not. Barry, we're not. You shouldn't even be talking now, you know, but it's just very funny. Gifts and flowers, it's not difficult. So this is what happened. I told Louis, who was about 8 or 9 at the time, about gifts and flowers, and one of my friends had just split up from his girlfriend. We were out kite surfing. He's distraught. He was in his van. He's saying, oh, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. So Louis literally piped up and went, and Louis the most wisest soul on this planet. He went, just buy them gifts and flowers. Now that's awesome, you'd think, but what happened is that the ex-girlfriend was a really good friend of mine. He went and bought her gifts and flowers. She then messages me going, Bird, why did you tell him to buy me gifts and flowers? I don't want him back. So gifts and flowers, man, it's not difficult. Not difficult at all. Okay, so how can you catch up with Rachel? You can catch up with her now, because obviously she's not going to be on channelradio.co.uk. She's going to be on my SoundCloud podcast, which is Bird and a Bike Conversation. And that will give you all the details and the links to Rachel. Or go onto my website, which is birdonabike.co.uk, and get the details of each of the shows and each of the links. So it's really important. Enough about that. How are you? How has your week been? What have you been up to? So this week, I'm going to keep it really short, which is very unusual for me. But I've been planning and writing my second book at the minute, but I'm tweaking a few things there. So again, you know, it's called If That's What You Choose to Believe, and I'm going to go through bits and pieces with you and bring that up to you a little bit more. Also, I've got lots of meetings in London, which is great, but it is exhausting. We were just talking about it, weren't we, about going up to London, and for those of you who travel and go, see Bird, it is exhausting. I used to laugh with my best friend and say when he got on the train, it is hilarious. When he went on the train, I used to go, it's like going on holiday every day, isn't it? He didn't find that funny at all. And this was when it wasn't the fast train, this was the slow train, so you can imagine he wasn't my best friend for much longer. He loves me. Okay, so I'm going to introduce you to one of my favourite people, which is Louis. Now, he has given me, Louis my little one, he's 15, he has given me one of the most amazing experiences of my life on Saturday, along with one of my beautiful friends, QJ. So QJ is a wealth of wisdom, and he's an amazing musician. And he offered to Louis, is a songwriter, so he writes on guitar, he writes on piano, he wants to go to Brit School. So if you're listening in from Brit School, you need to get Louis in that school next year. He went and did some recordings with QJ on Saturday. Wow. The words in his songs, it was true poetry. I sat there with this beam on my face. But here's the thing, Louis then went a little bit nervous, so I went into breathing techniques, because he was going really into uncertainty area. He was like, this is really painful, Mum. We did lots of breathing techniques, lots of mantras, lots of body postures. So do you remember when Ali Harold came on? She brought us back into how we warm up our voice and how the techniques of that. Again, Warren came on giving us some mantras, and how we just laughed into the unknown. So, super important, go back, listen to them. The guests that I am able to bring you will give you the most amazing wealth of wisdom that you can put into your activities of daily living. So, how do you connect with the most amazing guests that we have? You go onto the conversation, which is on the Facebook page. You can ask me anything on there. You can go on our Twitter, which is _, or you can come onto channelradio.co.uk and listen again. But without further ado, I can't keep them there. If anything you could see what I could see, without further ado, out of the corner of my eye, I've got these funny little people doing funny things. I have rock solid, who is Laura and Barry Ash. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having us.
How are you?
We're really good. I was just trying to stop myself from sneezing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, please don't. Well, no, I'll give you the button. I've showed them, I've done all the technical run through. Mr. Andrews, you'd be very proud of me. Because I was like, if you need to sneeze or do anything, you can add it onto the show. So, I know who you are. And I'm going to see how this goes, because I don't know if we're going to interview Rock Solid, which is who you are as a company, or whether we've got Barry and Laura. So we're going to put it all, because you're all one and one for all, isn't it? Tell us who Rock Solid are, tell us who you are.
So we are Laura and Barry Ash, the one and only Laura and Barry Ash.
It's Barry and Laura Ash, actually.
No, it's Laura and Barry Ash. And we are husband and wife team. So we've been together 15 years, haven't we?
15 years?
Hold on a minute. What do you mean 15 years? 15 years is Rock Solid, or 15 years?
No, as in together,
married?
we've been together as a couple for 15 years.
Okay.
Married for 11 years.
Yeah.
And Rock Solid is 3.5 years old.
Wow.
But we met when we were very young.
3.
Tell us.
We used to go to preschool, like a play school, and I used to play with another lad, and I used to play with this girl. We used to play The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. And it was just weird. And then I was
Firestar.
Firestar. I can't remember. I think I was Iceman or something like that,
Yeah.
something silly. But Laura came into the gym when I was working, when I was about 21-ish, something like that.
So you've always been into fitness, is that right?
I have.
You have?
Massively.
I have, kind of, but the turning point for me was when I wanted to join the police.
Interesting. Okay, so you met back all those years ago.
She came in the gym with another man. As you know, I asked her out, she turned me down.
Hold on, Barry, you asked her out when she was with another man.
Hell yeah. You got to fight for what you want, haven't you?
I love that.
I said no, though.
You're a knight in
But
shining
she come in the
armour.
next day. Oh, excuse me, can I take you back up on that offer, please?
Oh, really? So you dumped him in that 12 hours?
Yeah, let's not go into that.
Ruthless. I'm seeing a new slider you'd say, and I know you as well, never knew that story. So tell us how Rock
Started, basically, because in 2009 I was diagnosed with bipolar and OCD, and went through a really bad time. I was currently in the police force, and went through a massive discovery journey, and really managed to realise that health, nutrition, exercise, mindset really helped the bipolar. And it came to September 2012, and the proposal was put to me because I was so ill that either I medically retire myself or they're going to do it for me. So, 33 years old, mental health. You can just see the employment doors slamming on that one, can't you?
And actually, though, love, I knew you, seeing you as a bodybuilding goddess. Now, was that before you left the police force? So you got this beautiful, fit body. Would that be fair to say? Yeah, because you worked hard at it.
I did.
But inside was not reflecting the outside? Is that what?
So it was in the September that I was signed off work, and I wasn't allowed to go back at all until I was, sort of medically retired on the 1st of June. But in that time, I said to myself, I'm going to do something to inspire people, because it doesn't matter what label you've got, what disability you've got, what depression or whatever it is you've got. If you want to do something, you put your mind to it, you can do it. So that's what I said that I was going to do. Step out on stage. And I stepped out on stage having trained through the whole of my time I was signed off. And I thought, do you know what, I'm technically classed as disabled, but I'm standing on this stage showing people that you can do what you want to do.
Yeah. And did you love your body then, when it was at that point of peak performance? Because I know what you went through, so...
No. All the time I was doing the bodybuilding, didn't like my body at all.
And Barry, you've done the same as well. You've done bodybuilding to that competitive level.
Most definitely. And I felt the same. You have this image in your head about how much confidence it's going to give you, how much strength it's going to give you within by looking a certain way. But when you actually get there, you still feel the same person inside. And it was a very weird sensation, thinking I was going to feel one way, but when I actually got to my destination, I still felt the same. I still saw the same person as I was before I actually started the transformation.
So is this where Rock Solid's foundation came from then?
Yeah, totally, massively. Definitely, 100%.
And definitely, it sort of ignited our passion for the mindset and changing people the way they think about themselves and giving them the power to actually be who they want to be without doing anything else.
And that's why we built the house on the side of... We built the gym on the side of our house.
This is amazing.
Yeah. You know, we built that, and that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to create what I created, Barry and I created for ourselves, that, you know, not just a fit body, but a fit mind too. I can't tell you how important that is.
So you started with a fit body first?
Yes.
Is that what you perceive is correct now, or do you go the other way?
Definitely flip reverse. Flip reverse.
So you reverse engineered it?
Massively.
Amazing.
See, here's the thing. A lot of people will say, when I lose a stone, when I lose this, when I lose that, I will be this. Well, I'm telling you now, if you're living your life that way, you are denying yourself of all the sweet fruit that's out there. Because if you never get to lose that 10 pound, 2 stone, whatever it is, you ain't never going to be that person.
But just say, we was there, and I had the body, and I didn't feel any different in myself.
Oh, really?
No difference at all.
So when was this shift? When did you shift away from this feeling great on the outside but not feeling great on the inside? What was it? What would you be able to share with people to say this is the one thing, the tipping point that did it for you?
For me, it was when I got on stage for the last time. My last time I stood on stage, I think I was around about 5% body fat, and so I had no more body fat really to lose. I felt ill, I felt unhealthy, I had no motivation, and that's not a way I wanted to live. So from that point, I thought something needs to change.
So Rock Solid was born from your feelings?
Yeah, it was from my mental health, you know, my superpower.
Wow. Yeah, you call it that, don't you?
Yeah, totally.
So you've started on your own, because I know you started Rock Solid on your own. Barry, what were you doing?
I was a prison officer.
I love this.
I spent 10 years as a prison officer, locking people away. But I'd done that for 3 years, and then I specialised as a PE officer. Yeah. So I was actually still in the fitness industry, but I was teaching prisoners to become personal trainers, sports therapists, massage therapists, fitness instructors. So we was giving them the qualifications to do what I do now.
What a beautiful gift.
Fantastic.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I loved every minute.
So you started Rock Solid. How did it go when you first started it?
Brilliant. We opened the doors with 12 people doing 12 body transformations, and I was doing it, and Barry was doing it when he came home from work. And it came to, that was June, it came to the September, and we were like, right, we need to make the decision now. What are we going to do? Is this just going to be a little hobby? or are you going to jump ship as well, Barry, and we're going to really just go for it?
Yeah.
And we decided, obviously, to go for it, and we've never looked back, because,
Wow.
you know, life is, you know, been happening for us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. How do you make it work as a husband and wife? Because this is really relevant. I know lots of people who are really, like, we've got Amanda C. Watts on next week. They're a husband and wife business. I know so many people who are really thriving in that amazing togetherness. How do we do it?
As a business or as a husband and wife?
Either way, Barry, I don't mind.
As a business, it's all about communication and understanding about each other's strengths and each other's weaknesses. And I play to my strengths, Loz plays to hers. And I don't worry about my weaknesses, and Loz doesn't worry about hers, because we've got a really good amalgamation of both of them together. And that's what makes our strongest team.
Do your egos ever come up and go, no, you're wrong? How are you able to bring together some difference of opinions, shall we say?
I think for Barry and I, we are both very well aware of ourselves and who we are as people.
Wow, yeah.
And, you know, I respect Barry and he respects me massively.
Yeah.
And that's one big thing. And, you know, if we've got an issue, then we go, right, we've got an issue, let's deal with it. The door gets shut on it and we don't talk about it anymore, because it's done and dusted.
But surely you're putting that into your programmes as well, aren't you?
Yeah.
Because you're literally bringing awareness,
Yeah.
we're talking about it, and then you go, right, we've dealt with it, let's move on to the next point.
But here's the thing, Bird, you know, Barry and I, this isn't work for us.
Yeah.
What we do every day, it's play, because we just enjoy it so much. And Barry and I have such a kindred spirit kind of relationship. It feels like I've been with Barry for years, even past lives, whatever lives. It's just the way it is. Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
It's just the way it is.
Wow.
But yeah, we work with each other's strengths, definitely.
I love it. So we've come to that point in the show, Barry, and I've put your song first.
See, it's Barry and Laura.
Well, I knew that we'd have this little discussion, but I've put it first because Laura's choice is just so out there. I love it. And I thought, I'm going to ease them into this rock solid madness that we're going to get together. So tell us what the song is, why you picked it.
This is the song, it takes me back to, I think it's the early 80s, and it's John Farnham, the voice, and I think it's just, his voice in it is just, it gives me goosebumps. And if I'm feeling low, I'm feeling depressed, because we all have low moments, this is the song I put on, and it just brings me up. It just makes me want to sing, it makes me want to tap my hands, tap my feet, and it just gives me that really warm, fuzzy feeling inside. It's a brilliant song.
So if you want to see us dancing in the studio, go over to Rock Solid's business page for live Facebook, or Laura's. Oh, we've got both on.
Yeah, we've got both on.
Got them all going. So come and watch us dancing to John Farnham, and it's You're the Voice. Okay, good. You've got four minutes.
Awesome.
How quick does it go?
I know.
This flies, doesn't it?
It's crazy, right?
Hi guys.
How's it going? Are you enjoying it so far? Let us know.
It's so... I love it, because you can see there are so many ways I can take you.
Yeah.
And that was 20 minutes, just boom, gone.
Nice.
Crazy.
Doesn't it?
Absolutely crazy.
Doesn't it? So we were just saying, I said to Laura and Barry, I said, do you want to do a Q&A? But we haven't got time to do it on this show. So I said to you guys to do it, didn't I?
Yeah.
We could do it together. We could do a Q&A together.
We could do
Do
it
it.
straight afterwards.
Yeah, we could do.
Yeah.
I've got to rush off.
Oh, no.
No, we could do, we'll do it straight after.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, if you want to do that.
So, guys, if you've got any
I'm
questions...
someone's son.
Oh, God, help me. So if you've got any questions, guys, then just post them here and we will get them answered sort of straight afterwards for you. Yeah, but how's it going? Let's see you dancing then.
Make a voice
To make it clear. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Our viewers just gone.
So you can't really... How do you dance to this one? It's really like a slow one, isn't it? Like...
You don't need the dance, it's just feeling the music.
Just feel it. But you also picked this one, Barry, because it's the one that you had with Doc. Because
Yeah.
our voice
our coach, our voice coach.
Our voice.
Dr. Voice himself.
The unique sound to your life. That's what Doc says. It's so true, guys. Your voice and your language. You know, we speak about your language all the time and what you're saying and how you're saying it. And if you can understand that concept, then you will be free from so many things. It's unbelievable.
But they look at each other. I bet you're glad you. I did have my second choice.
What was it? I didn't know you said
Vanilla
Vanilla
Ice.
Ice, baby.
That's my karaoke song.
Is it? Oh, we need to do karaoke around the house.
Oh,
Yeah.
karaoke, love
I
it.
haven't got a karaoke machine.
Here's your chance to sing to the nation, babe. Go on then.
Sit in silence. We're not gonna live with fear. Whoa.
Hang on a second, what's that? My ear's bleeding.
It's earwax. You sing up, Loz. You got to sing on your song.
Yeah, no problems.
What song have you
Rapping.
got?
I'm not going to tell you. It's a surprise.
She has to go gangster on me, doesn't she? She has to go gangster
She
every
has gone
time.
gangster.
I love
sure.
it, gangster.
Gangster.
I love it. It's great.
Back on.
No, you're right. You've got 2 minutes.
Oh, 2 minutes. Amazing. So what have you guys been up to today? What are you up to? Where are you listening from?
See, who's listening from the furthest distance from Ashford in Kent?
So we've got Germany, and we've got Mallorca,
Yeah.
and we've got Maidstone, obviously,
We've
with
got
Alison.
Manchester. Mark's in Manchester.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
Where are you
nearabouts.
guys all listening from? Tell us. We want to see. No, we've got Pam on. We've got Dottie
Dottie
from
from
the Hebrides. We have got
Oh,
Pam.
God, you want to see where
Hey,
Dottie
Pam.
lives?
She's from
It's a little
America.
island off the top of Scotland.
I really
It's
Amazing.
tiny.
Amazing. I want to live there. So, guys, where are you listening from? A lot of you will be listening from work. Oh, you naughty little things.
Yeah. Sneaky beakies on your Facebook pages.
Exactly.
It's all good. If you listen to us, it's all good.
Yeah, definitely. My desk at work, Isle of Lewis, excellent, I love it. Julie, you're meant
1
to be
minute.
working. 1 minute, guys, 1 minute. Good old Essex, yeah, baby. Oh, I don't even know how to do an Essex.
You nearly tried
What? How do you do Essex? I don't know.
it in my escort.
Ah, it's true, Julie, you are the boss. The boss of many things.
So that was great. We loved a bit of John Barnum and You're the Voice. So this is the point where now I start to go a little bit deeper into you. I know. I say that every time. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't really say that. But I want to dig deep a little bit to find out where that pathway has come from. So tell me before, because we went a little bit into Rock Solid and where you started from. So I know you've come from very much the police route, both of you really, haven't you? What attracted you to be going into the police?
I mean, for me, I left school when I was 16. Never been anybody special. You know, not very good at maths, terrible. And I left because I wanted to earn my own money. And I was actually a travel agent to start with.
So was I.
Oh my God. I was 80 Mays. Now that's old.
It is.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. I was Thomas Cook, darling.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, only for 6 months.
So yeah, I did that. And I actually had a range of jobs before I started the police.
Yeah.
And the main thing I wanted to do when I went into the police, I wanted to be a firearms officer.
Okay.
I mean, how cool would I look in that get-up?
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
I wanted to help people. That's the main thing for me, to be honest with you. And I wanted a bit of security.
And that's where your fitness came in. So that was where you
Yeah,
had to
I
get
was
fit for the...
pathetically weak, and I had to do the fitness test. And so I started training with weights, and I was like, damn, I'm getting some guns.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then that's kind of when it all kicked in from there, really.
And Barry, where did you start before you went into the
Prison service.
Prison service.
I started as a local sports centre, in a local sports centre, being a fitness instructor.
Oh wow.
So I worked my way up to deputy manager there, and it wasn't satisfying.
Yeah.
Just going in, unlocking, and I wanted something a bit more challenging.
Yeah.
And one day this PTI came in the gym, had a workout, started talking to him, and he said, "Join the prison service. It's great."
Wow.
So literally, I joined the prison service sort of a couple of months later. I'd spent the first 3 years on the landings, locking the prisoners up, doing the basic jobs of a prison officer, and then I specialised as a PTI. And I had to go to Lilleshall for 16 weeks,
Yeah.
and you spend pretty much the whole time up there learning your craft as a tutor.
And the two of you were together at this point, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then Rock Solid came from you leaving the police force.
yeah, definitely.
Okay, so tell us, because that's really quite this beautiful pathway, isn't it? So it's still nurturing, it's still helping people. What skills did you take from the police and from the prison service, and now you find that absolutely where you are now is that foundation?
I think for me, the biggest thing I learned from the prison service was there's so many different people out there from different walks of life, and you need to deal with each individual person as an individual, because they've all got their own beliefs, their own values, and their own mindset about how their life should be.
Yeah.
And that is the biggest thing I took from the prison service, is how to actually speak to people and deal with their needs.
I mean, you know, for me, I got a massive amount of discipline from the police service, massive. But also being able to, again, as Barry said, you know, see people from other walks of life and actually appreciate a person as a person rather than something that you class somebody as.
Yeah. Tell me, I just want to dig a little bit deeper when you say discipline. What does that look like to you guys? What does discipline look like to you?
She likes getting told off.
That's a bit
What about you?
No, so it's very regimented. So it's up at the same time. It's you must write your PMB in a certain way. You must do your paperwork in a certain way.
PMB?
A PMB, pocket notebook, so, which is the one that you write down. That you get to court, and then you open it up and you're like, oh my god, what have I written? I can't remember.
You want to trademark that, like. Have you got your PMB?
But yeah, so very regimented in like the way that you dress, the way you conduct yourself.
Interesting.
Very much so.
And do you find you use that still now?
Yes.
Oh yes, everything's written down, lists, tasks, everything's written down in Laura's book,
In our PMB.
in her PMB.
Do you still have the PMB?
I still have a book that I write the date on the top of it. I have the line down the side. I put it's still the same.
Amazing. So I want to go a little bit into this body, mind, fitness program. Tell us about it.
So basically, we started doing just body transformations.
What does that look like?
So a body
It sounds amazing.
Well, it is, but it isn't. Okay.
I feel like I'm a transformer.
Yeah.
That's what people want to feel a certain way. They believe, a lot of people come into us saying, I want to lose weight to feel X, Y and Z.
Yeah.
But as soon as you start the transformation, we come on to the understanding that this is not the way forwards. You can change your body as much as you like, put on weight, lose weight, but if you don't change the way you see yourself, nothing's going to change.
See, we have a lot of people come to us, and they have dieted, they've gained weight, they've lost weight, they've gained weight, and they lose the same 2 or 3 stone basically.
Yeah. It's a lot of weight to lose as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they're doing some amazing things. They're actually doing what you're asking them to do, but it's not creating a lifelong change.
It's not fulfilling them.
Yeah.
It's not fulfillment. Fulfillment is key. If like Barry and I stood on stage, we had the perfect bodies. Were we fulfilled? No.
Not.
In that competition arena, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Exactly, yeah.
But even in life, everything came down to what we ate when we trained. It became our life. And we lost a part of our soul as to who we were. And a lot of people out there lose their souls as to who they
And
are.
did you lose friends as well? And because people don't understand, do they?
Oh, the amount of
That's what I
commitment,
found. Yeah.
the amount of commitment you have to
Yeah.
do a body transformation or go on stage as a competitive bodybuilder is massive. And you don't like going out with your friends because the pressure they put on you to eat bad or have a drink and so on. And when you're training in that way, you can't slip one little bit because everything counts.
So all of that knowledge and wisdom that you've got from doing it yourself, and this is what I love about you guys, you do it yourself first, and then you'll go, right, this worked for me or that didn't. We were just talking about you're doing some smoothies at the minute.
Yeah.
Just to see how it feels.
Yeah.
And then if it feels great, then that would be something that you could suggest to people, and if not, then we'll try another way. Yeah. So tell us about this programme, because I would imagine that you've evolved this programme over time.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So we've evolved very much. We do our workshops called the Kickstarter Days, which are the Fit Mind projects.
So somebody's with you for a whole day?
Yes.
24 hours or no?
So the workshops are 7 hours.
Wow.
7 hours.
You know, with us, or if they come and see us, they're with us for 7 hours, like one-on-one. But basically, we really want to get to the soul of that person, and we really want to understand what it is cognitively is going on. Because, you know, you get a lot of people who will eat for emotion or for sabotage, but what they don't realise is there was a pinnacle point in time where they decided that that was a behaviour that they needed to deal with a certain emotion. And it hit them on a physical, emotional and mental level that created such an impact in their body that that is now their behaviour for coping, and that behaviour is not helping them. So we help them to understand what their story is so that they can then consciously question forward, because they spend their life living in the past. Every time they eat for emotion, every time they bully themselves, neglect themselves, they're living in the past. And it's not present or future. And that's why so many people fall off the bandwagon, because they're constantly looking behind and they're tripping up. Does that make sense?
Oh, for sure. Now, I know that you've just won some awards and things like that, so tell us about it. Yeah, that's good.
Best Brand Award we won.
Okay, where was that from? How did you get into that?
So the Body Transformation Academy is where we did sort of one of our trainings, and we met Lazo and Rehan and all these great guys.
Great people.
Yeah, and in actual fact, we're interviewing Lazo next week for a podcast.
Yeah. I'll give him a
Can't wait.
I love him.
With those guys, they wanted to award some of their best students, and we were awarded best brand for Rock Solid.
Okay.
And we were also asked to come and sit on a expert panel and talk to, I think it was about 200 other personal trainers and coaches, wasn't it?
I love that. I love that when somebody asks you for your thoughts. Because actually, even when I give my time, if somebody said to me, "Bud, can I meet you for coffee?" it's never wasted, because actually it makes me then question, actually what I'm saying, am I putting it into action as well, into my business? Because it's so easy, isn't it, to take in knowledge, consume podcasts, consume books, and go, wow, that's what you should do. And then not even put it into your own business, but you can tell somebody. It's so simple, isn't it, to tell somebody?
That's my philosophy, is action is key. It's okay to have as much knowledge as you want, but if you don't apply that knowledge, it's a waste of time.
So tell us about the cats. It's really important to talk about the boys.
Obviously, cats. We have 5 cats.
Not just any cats.
We have 4 Mancoons and we have 1 Moggy called Giles.
And we have Hefner, who's our biggest boy. He's 9.5 kilos. Then we have Rupert, who's 6.5. We have Frankie, who's also 6. We have Wednesday, who's gummy. Love her. She had her teeth taken out.
She's had 5 teeth taken out.
I know, love her. And then we've got Giles. He's my boy. I've got him tattooed on my side, and he's 15. And he's just won fame on the internet, because Giles is the wonder cat. There's like 3,000 views on this video of him taking his meds.
The greatest way to build your brand.
I know, amazing.
I took Honey, the puppy, so we've got a puppy now, and I took her up. I had a couple of meetings. In fact, I took her up to Lazo's office. He was like, "What's that?" I was like, I had to bring her with me. She had to come with me, so I took her on the train. And so many people asked me, "What's Bird on a bike?" I thought, why haven't I brought an animal with me before, just to elevate my brand? I mean, and I know, and I say this, but it's part of who you are as well. The cats are massive, aren't
Massive.
It's like
They're like children.
When we do coaching calls with our one-to-one private diamond ladies, Giles comes up and he sits and he actually coaches the guys with us. But everybody knows we do a Facebook Live, the cats are there, everybody knows about our cats, we always get tagged in cats things, it's great.
Did you see, I saw it yesterday, Tim Drummond?
Oh.
That's nasty.
Yeah, and how can he say that?
I don't know. If you don't know, and if you're listening in, Tim, Oh my goodness. But
Wars
he's a great online personal trainer who does programs, and he wasn't very kind to cats.
Well,
he's a big dog man, isn't he?
He was a
The
big
thing
dog.
is, I've told all the cats in Spain.
So tell us where you are at the moment. So we've got this program. What do you call your program at the minute? How long is it? Just give us a little bit of insight into it.
So at the moment we've got the Kickstarter days, which we are doing one on the 20th of November.
Okay.
And if you want more details, you need to come into our group, the Rock Solid Crew, because we always look after our guys. So
this is on Facebook?
Yes.
It's a free group, the Rock Solid Crew, for like-minded people who are interested in what we do and who want to be engaged in the group. There's rules in the group, so if you don't abide by the rules...
That would be me out.
Yeah.
But we talk more about the grey matter of fitness, because let's face it, you can Google fitness plans, everything, but it's the stuff in between that's missing, and it's that stuff in between that people like to talk about but they're afraid to talk about, but we aren't.
And you're making them accountable. You're
Yes.
making them
Definitely.
show up, and I think
Yes.
that's the biggest thing, the confidence building.
And guess what? You can see me cooking in there as well.
Yeah.
I do cooking classes in there.
I think it's really important,
Massively.
simple things.
So up from that, we have the membership site, which is brand new. Our mentors Joe and Neil helped us do it. We did it in 4 weeks, and you know that is just, I think it's like £37 a month. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's less than a cup
phone
of coffee
costs-
a day.
So what do people get from that hub?
Where do I start? It's
Yeah, how long have you
everything.
got?
We've
So-
got a section on mindset, a section on
seconds.
nutrition, section. I will
You've got
say
it on the brain.
I have got it. Section.
Breasts now and sex has been mentioned.
Section on
our
fitness as
radio.
well. But within them, we've got exercise plans, we've got nutrition plans, we've got. It's just
They even get to follow along live to work out.
workout
with us.
lives in there.
That's really important. Real time is so important.
Yeah.
But also, there's a Facebook group, so if you are really stuck with something in your life, whether it in them 3 categories or anything out of them categories as well, we can actually put something together specific for you in that group, which is going to help everybody else.
It's basically like having Baz Loz in your back pocket.
Beautiful. So how do people go to get onto that? The
Go
hub?
into the crew.
So go into the crew first.
Yep.
Facebook Live, the crew.
Yep.
Yeah, Rock Solid Crew.
Yep.
And then they can then apply to become
Exactly.
part of the membership.
Yeah,
Exactly,
and just
yeah.
message us. We're
And-
very personal people. We love to talk to people.
And if they wanted to do your day,
Mm-hmm.
your transformational days, how do they go about doing that?
So they can go to www.rocksolidforlife.com
Uh-huh.
and they can fill in the contact us form. There's some details there. But again, come in the crew. Get to know us a bit. Do you know what I mean?
How wonderful.
Trust me, you'll come in for the fitness and you'll stay for the love.
Yeah, it's really important, really important. So, tune number 2.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us a bit about it, Laura, because this is yours.
Do you know what? This tune is so important to me because I first heard it at UPW. Tony Robbins, massive
Unleash the
fan.
power within.
Yeah.
If you haven't been, wow.
And I thought, oh my gosh, this is my song because it says in there, only God can judge me. And when I got up and stood up on stage, that was kind of like my pre-song for my last competition. I looked down at those judges and I thought, do you know what? You cannot judge me.
Yeah.
And I just remembered that song and it just hits me so much.
So this is 2 Chainz with Wiz Khalifa, and we've got We Own It, and this is the Fast and Furious track. Enjoy. 3.5 minutes.
My song's longer than yours.
That's cool. You've got a lot in there, which is really good. I really wanted you to get into that.
That's gone cold again now.
That's
The waves. It's like, whoa.
and you're sat in it, you see. But for
Yeah.
me, I'm like, ooh, so it's perfect for me. Great tune. I was going to wee man. Make sure that this is the clean version. It's going, trust me, Mum. I'm like, what has she given me? Have you told them on Facebook? She gave me this one. I have to maybe keep it clean.
She had to keep this one clean. Ready, babe?
Okay, so this last part is really intuitive who you are now. If there's anything that you think, gosh, I really want to say that, now's the time, I'll lead it into that come the end. We'll start to pull back about 5 minutes to the hour. And then I just introduce who's coming on next week, like I did last week with you guys. So if there's something you think, oh my God, I didn't say that, or I want to get people to come in, or if there's just one call of action you want people to take, now's the time to start doing it, just as we're winding it down. But I'll lead you into that anyway.
That's
Yeah, that's cool.
Good.
Anything you want to say?
It's good.
It's good, yeah.
Yeah. I think I just want to get across to people about their mind and their thoughts and...
Taking action. Taking action is massive.
I was just listening to an iPod, a podcast, and they were talking about Richard Branson, and they said he hardly sleeps, and he is ridiculously actionable on his thoughts.
Yeah.
So he'll be like, oh yeah, and he writes it down. What's it called, a PMB?
Yeah, PMB.
And it's PMB. I love this.
Pocket notebook.
It is. What's it called? Personal
Pocket
Pocket
notebook.
A pocket notebook. I love that. That's hilarious. I've got it. I'm all over that. I tell you. I might get everybody a PNB. Okay. So they were saying that he'll literally write it down, and before anybody's left the dinner table, or he's literally got somebody onto it in action day.
Yeah.
And he's a leader. He leads people, and he absolutely delegates everything. Yeah.
His mantra is not about the customer or the client, it's about his staff. His staff are the most important thing because they're going to dictate that to the customers. And I think that's amazing.
It is amazing. I was talking to Rachel last week, and she was saying that when she was talking to Apple about their sales and everything, they don't have sales targets. They have customer services targets.
Yeah.
How amazing is that? I love that. I'm like,
Got to look after the customer. Our guys, even in the crew, whatever it is, they're just so important to us.
Yeah. You're right, you've got a minute yet.
Shot, everything runs on tonight. Even if I've got 3 strikes, I'ma go for it. This moment, we own it, and I'm not to be played with because it could get dangerous. See these people I ride with. This moment, we own it. Move over, honey.
G.
Honey.
G. Who is Honey G? Who is she?
Material. This moment, we own it.
So this is where we ask you, beautiful people, I love you dearly, the 7 whats and 1 who.
I can't wait.
So this isn't for you to have a little think, have a little pause and go, oh well, Bird, this is what I think. It's for that, oh my God, I've never asked that question before, and they're a bit obscure. And one of my clients was listening in last week, and he said, well, I wouldn't even know what to say. How would you do that? And I said, he was like, oh. So he's actually thinking about the questions as well. And this is why I keep it as a feature, so that people can translate it to them, so they can hear you stumble, perhaps, or not. Let's have a
Lots
go.
of stumbling.
Okay, so I don't know how you want to do this, whether you're going to do it each together.
We're jumping.
Okay.
We'll do it each.
Okay, so first 1 what is, what do you believe to be true?
I believe to be true that we are not our thoughts.
We are not our...
We're not our thoughts.
Okay.
Our thoughts are completely separate. We think we are real, but we're not. It's very trippy. That's what I believe.
Barry?
I believe anything is attainable if you just apply your mind.
Okay, cool. What has changed your life forever?
Barry.
Laura.
What?
And I feel a bit emotional actually.
Beautiful, I love that. Okay, what do you... I seem to make people cry on this show. It's interesting. Look.
Man up, that's
What do you need to unlearn?
Nothing. Life happens for you. Everything is about learning. Everything, even the most rubbish of situations, is a learning thing.
I agree.
What are you proud of yourself right at this moment?
I'm proud of the fact that we are able, with all of everything Barry and I have been through, to be here, being able to inspire other people.
I said I would never pause, but now I'm pausing.
Yes.
What's the question again?
Okay, so what are you most proud of at the moment of yourself right at this moment?
Taking control of my fears.
So, okay, I'm going to come back to that. Okay, so here's my love. I love this question. So, what is a teeth out moment for you?
Teeth out moment?
Yeah.
What do you mean teeth out?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
So, when I go snowboarding or I'm on my bike, because you know I do lots of stuff like that, or when I'm in marathon mode, or there's a moment when your teeth come out like this and you're like, this is amazing. Give us a teeth out moment for you.
So for me, a teeth out moment is when I'm working with my coach Vic, who is amazing.
I've seen it. Yeah.
Love Vic. He's like, yeah. And when he teaches me something and I get it right and I'm able to quickly get Barry in an armbar and, you know, it's just flow.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, how interesting.
Teeth out moment for me is when Loz gets me in an arm. I'm like, ah!
Okay, so what is adventure to you? What does it look like to you? What does it smell like? What does it taste like?
I'll go first. Adventure for me is going somewhere new and experience a new experience. Like when we're snowboarding, we find a new route or a new pathway to go. That's just like wow. Or we're out in the woods on the mountain bikes and you just think, whoa,
Yeah.
that's adventure for me. Something new every day.
And a teeth out moment.
Oh yeah.
I totally agree. Definitely for me, adventure is something new and it feels shiny, but also in that very moment you feel free as well with everything. Like you're in that present moment.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, what question do you wish somebody asked you, but you've never actually been able to answer? So you want somebody to ask this question so you can answer it, but they've never asked you it yet.
What underwear do you currently have on?
Let's talk about underwear. I love this question. Go on. There, look at the pause. I know.
What's your favourite book? No one's ever asked me that question.
Okay, so what is your favourite book, Barry?
My favourite book is Hardwiring Happiness.
I love that book.
That's my first ever adult book. I call them adult books because it's got more than 10 pages.
Yeah.
There's more words than pictures in it. That's the first
funny.
one I've ever read and it made a massive impact in my life.
Underwear. What's this about underwear?
I currently have on...
She is Facebook Live as well.
Yeah. My Elmo pants, which on the back says #IHeartSelfies.
Oh, wow.
I know. I love Elmo.
My friends and I, so if you listen, Susie, this is for you, darling. When we go snowboarding, we always buy the same pants. And we haven't been for a long time together. We used to buy the same pants and wear them and then, you know, get the pants out on slope. You know what I mean. It's got to be done, surely.
So you're standing naked on the slope?
No, I've got my... Everything's on, other than I'm just pulling down my trousers, my snowboarding
You took them
trousers.
off?
No.
No.
That's cold.
Pants are so important.
They are, and do you know what? This is the funniest bit. I'm a real matching. We won't go into this underwear. If there's one thing, it's super important. You've got to have matching underwear.
Oh,
without that, and do you know what
I'm not fussed. I have to have Batman pants, Wonder Woman, Elmo.
Yeah, well, this happened to me when I was snowboarding. I always wear matching underwear. And the only time, well, not the only time, I've broken loads of stuff when I broke my knee when I was snowboarding. That, you know, bodyboarded me down. It was hilarious. And I didn't have matching underwear. I was going, oh my God, they're going to do it. So, very funny. Okay, so